Hello and welcome to Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh's Kids Club at Home. My name is Kate and I am happy that you are here. Today's activity was inspired by this book, Come Out and Play, written by Maya Ajmero and photographs by John D. Ivanko. Spring is here and today is Earth Day. What a great time to be playing outside. This book takes us on a global journey with children from all over the world to share in what children do best, which is playing. So let's take a look. So you can see there's children on the playground in Tanzania. There's children running through a sprinkler in Austria. Playing with a frisbee in Japan. Throwing flowers in India. Hockey in Serbia. Playing tennis in China. So it's just a wonderful book with children from all over the world. Pure joy. For today's activity for us, we will be making something that we can take outside and play with too. We're going to make a simple kite. We will construct it with items that you probably already have at home. And we'll talk a little bit about the science behind flight, including the terms weight, thrust, drag, and lift. For today's icebreaker question, let's continue in the theme of flight. Question is, have you ever flown in an airplane before? Or would you like to? Let's take a look at this book. Everything goes in the air. An amazing amount of different types of airplanes that you could possibly fly on. You could fly in a helicopter. I've actually flown on a helicopter one time and it was amazing. It was a news helicopter like this. What about a hot air balloon, or a blimp, or a rocket ship? So which of these would go the fastest? Which of these would go the highest? And how do you feel about getting in them? Would you be excited or scared, or maybe a little bit of both? Let us know and drop it into the comments. And we can all dream about the places that we would like to go on our next trip in an airplane. Also, don't forget, you can always drop us comments and suggestions for upcoming programs that you would like to see. Nonfiction is great for kids at any age. So pre-readers can get information and meaning from the pictures in a nonfiction book. And the photos and the illustrations can help them make sense of the ideas and form a basis for a conversation. And in this way, you are reading the pictures. And here's a diagram so you can point out. You can see the arrows are pointing to the landing gear here, and the top is pointing to the fuselage. And of course, kids ask a lot of questions and we don't always know all the answers. And by finding a book, perhaps through the library, related to the topic of their interest, maybe airplanes, is a great way to solve the mystery together. And remember, there's no need to read nonfiction from start to finish. You can go to the contents and find the topic that interests you. So, how do airplanes fly? Go straight to that page, and then you can find out the information together. Or you could go to the index and look up wings, for example. Go straight to page 6, and then you can talk about the wings. So in this way, you are showing your child how to find information, and you're doing it together. So before we make our kite, let's talk a little bit about the science behind how flight happens. So to find out, I myself use books to help me understand. And I looked at this book, Take Off, all about airplanes. And I also used the table of contents. And I saw that it says How Planes Work, page 14. So on page 14, there is a diagram of a plane, and it's got different arrows to show you how the different forces are working when the plane is taking off. So it explains that the engine provides the thrust, which is working against gravity, pushing down on the weight of the airplane. There's also drag as the body is moving through the air, but the engine and the wings give the plane lift to overcome the weight and the drag. So when you are flying your kite, you're going to be seeing similar forces at work. So air pressure outside will propel your kite against the force of gravity, giving it lift, and you'll have your string attached, so there will be an equal but opposite force moving against the air. And when the force due to the more moving air and the force exerted by the kite string are equal, the kite will stay up. All right, let's get ready to make our kite. So here are the materials that you're going to need. You'll need tape, you'll need scissors, you'll need a ruler, you'll need some string, you'll need paper, and you'll need a tail for your kite. So you could use ribbon, you could use a piece of fabric, you could use more paper. I decided I was gonna cut up a piece of paper towel and color it. So whatever you have at home, just make sure you check with your adult at home before you take any materials. So the first thing we're gonna do is make sure that our paper is the right size. We're making this into a box. So measure your paper. You want it to be 10 inches long by 3 inches. Okay, so I had already pre-measured my piece of paper. The next thing you're gonna do is fold your paper in half, hamburger style. And then you're gonna fold it again. So then when you open it up, it's going to have 3 lines in it. And then you're gonna use that to help fold your kite. And then with a piece of tape, you're gonna make your kite, make it into a box shape. So there we go. All right, the next thing we need to do is attach our string. So just choose a side, grab a piece of tape, and then tape on your string. Okay, so remember the string is going to help counterbalance the kite when it's flying through the air. Okay, next is the tail of the kite. So like I said, I thought I would add some strips of paper towel, but you can use whatever you want. I don't know why I cut 4 because I don't think I'm gonna be able to use them all. Okay, and then the last part is to attach your kite string to your ruler. So you're just gonna tie it. Whoops. Okay, So here is our kite. All right, so I wanted to show you my finished product here. Here's my kite after I colored it. So I decided to make it purple, and I colored my paper towel strips, different colors, different color stripes. I just used markers to do that. So here's my handle. So now all I have to do is take it outside and find an open area and see how it does with some wind. I think it'll be pretty cool. So as I said, it is Earth Day, it is springtime, and I wanted to show you one of the terrific books that we have at the library about being outdoors. This one is perfect for preschoolers or early school age kids. It's called My Forest is Green, written by Darren LaBeouf and Ashley Barron. And in it, this little boy is exploring the outdoors and all kinds of things that he can find outdoors in the different seasons and in the different weather through his different senses. So sense of sight, sense of smell, sense of feeling. And he even gathers up some things and brings them home to do some art as well. So this book is available to order online through our website, and you can order a copy to pick up curbside, or you can actually read it as an ebook on Hoopla as well. Remember, if you have any questions about your library card, you can call us at 412-622-3114, and a librarian will be happy to help you. Or you can always go to our website, www.carnegielibrary.org, and you can chat to a librarian there as well. So building on a child's interests and their curiosity is a great way to pick nonfiction books. So when you have some books that you would like to read and explore, start by taking a book walk. So look at the cover and the back cover, and you can look at the table of contents. You can look at the index like we've talked about before, and you can scan the contents for pictures or diagrams that might interest you. This one is a great book for finding out about different types of airplanes. There's an airship, so you can say to yourself, I wonder what types of airplanes go the fastest, or I wonder what types of airplanes can hold the most people. There's a stealth plane. This type of plane can go without being detected by radar. So again, you're sort of modeling, how you answer different questions by reading through the text and looking at the pictures together. It's pretty fun. There's a couple websites that I'd like to share with you today. The first is from the Smithsonian, and it has art representing kites from cultures from all over the world, and it has a few videos too that show kite flying as part of festivals and celebrations at the Smithsonian. The next site that I want to share with you on the last slide is the Pittsburgh Parks Conservancy, and there you'll find what they call a parks prescription page where you can explore your local parks, and once you locate your nearest park, you can check its amenities, look for activities, you can look for events for the whole family. The last thing I want to tell you about is the National Geographic Earth Day page, because it tells you all about Earth Day, how it started, and some ideas for ways that you can be a conservationist and celebrate Earth Day with your family. Thank you again for joining me for Kids Club at Home. Please tag at Carnegie Library with a picture of what you made today. I'd love to see a picture of your kite. And keep an eye out for grab-and-go materials at your local CLP location. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.